Welcome back, my friends. Just a quick seedling update. Also the hashtag sunflower challenge 2018 from Nick's allotment, that's N-I-C-K. He's done his challenge again for the sunflower. We'll talk about that shortly. I'm keeping the compost on top of the grow room. It's generating just a little bit of heat there, keeps the compost nice and warm for when we plant our seedlings. I've got another 15 celery, so that makes 30. There the leeks, and the labels disappeared down the side, guys, but they're elephant. Now the courgettes, you can tell them against the Market More cucumbers. They're a lot bigger, they're taking up more room now, and the tender plants will need to stay in here. Some of the trailing tomatoes all doing well, and the Gigantimo and the money maker from the overwintering the tomatoes in the compost in the polytunnel. I'm going to take a few more. I haven't had any more damping off, so that's a success. So first of all, we'll have a look at this and see how the actual trial did and come to a conclusion. For anybody that didn't see me put the tomatoes, that's the rotten, they'd just gone off, I'd been sitting on the side on a shelf, they started to go a bit rotten. I actually just put them into my big round bags up at the allotment and mushed them down into the compost, just covered them over with a little bit of soil. And this compost it's a spent compost, it's had nothing else in, so hopefully all these tomato plants that did come up will all be true. So we did it with a money maker, and I've still got a few coming up. I do need to take a few more, and there's a few small ones still appearing. Not bothering with these that have gone too leggy. They're not, well, even the seed head's still on that one. So the tomatoes that I favour from growing them over the summer I will save, and instead of drying the seed out, I'm just going to pop them into some cocoa coir compost that I know that nothing else is in there, especially tomato seeds, and that's how I'm going to save them in the future. So that trial went really well. I've been chitting some red cabbage. Now this cabbage actually got the heaviest cabbage, red cabbage, at Malvern show. Now it's the Marna Large Red Organic, and I've just had, you don't get many seeds, I think it was 50 seeds for a couple of pounds from DT Brown, and I've got several seeds well on the way to wanting to be pot on. So I'm going to put these now, 2 seeds to each pot, just so that I'm not taking up too much room. I can always separate them then from down the middle. So I'll just get those put in. Again, this is just compost from up the allotment. Just get a little bit of water on the end. Makes all the difference. Won't get too there, will I? I'll get on with the other one and get those sorted. So I've got 4 seeds left, I'll put 6 in there. These are just started to chit, so realistically I only want 2 plants at a maximum, because they do take up quite a lot of room. A little bit late getting them going, but I thought I'd just give them a try this year, even if I'll get a good cabbage to eat. A friend at work goes to South Africa, and she brought me these seeds back. Squash Sikorsky, Has anybody else grown these? Apparently you have to harvest them when they're smaller than an apple, and these haven't been in here long, and look at them. Again, I probably only want yeah, it looks like that's fastened itself right down. If I get all the... No, these have been here too long. There we go. Shouldn't really handle them, but the seeds heads are nearly out there, so let's just give them a hand. I know now that that's going to be viable, and I don't think there's many seeds in there that haven't actually gone, but there they are. I'm going to take 4 of those. What a great root system on that. Need a bigger hole. Oh dear, that's caught me out. Four pots instead of lots of pots. Unfortunately, these will go to waste. Didn't think perhaps they'd germinate very well, but they have. But yeah, that's the squash. Probably pronouncing it wrong. But has anybody grown those? How do you find them? Apparently when they get too big, then they you can't even get into the skins, and they use them for carrying water in. Right, sunflower challenge. Now these sunflowers, these are the ones I had last year. Now remember the sweet peas, not one of these has actually germinated, so there's at least 1/3 of the sweet peas not germinated, so at least I know I didn't waste compost and pots with those. So I'm going to pick out now 4 sunflowers to pot into here. I only want 2, so I think I will, no, I'll put 1 in each one, and when I've got a little bit more time I'll do 2 more. But that's for the hashtag sunflower challenge 2018. I'm in. Now this sunflower has one massive head, but also it has the side shoots that flower, so I'm hoping to get the biggest head and the number of flowers. I don't know if that's cheating, Nick. In the grow room I've also got some containers with just a little bit of water, because 1 or 2 do dry out very quickly, and instead of drowning them all, especially the gourds, we just don't want them to damp off, and this rising how much heat comes off this lamp. Really pleased with the grow room, absolutely, you know, great idea. So I'm glad the paraffin heater threw a wobbly and smoked everything out, but I think this grow room will be moved into the greenhouse. I've now got rid of the logs, the dry season logs, and I can take this framework down, take this bit of a framework down, find somewhere for my sticks, starter sticks, and the other bits for the log burner, and then we can just use this area here for potting up. Perhaps get the grow room in here somewhere maybe. I'm not sure whether it'll fit there. If not, extend it down to there, and then have all this space to put the flowers and other plants out before I take them up the allotment. I'll show you the progress as we go on, and as I collect materials to build it. It's been a beautiful day today, and it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. That's Thursday and Friday, 5th and 6th, and then the weekend's going to be wet again. Oh dear, 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 dear. But the carrots and parsnips will have to go in, and there's been a bit more robotic work been going on at the allotment, compost mixing. So we'll give you an update up at the plot later on over the weekend if it stays dry enough. Happy gardening to you all. Hope you're having a great week, and let me know about that squash. Till next time. Ta-ra for now.